All right, guys, we got to come up with a new term for what you're about to see here, because there's nothing out there right now that does this justice. I mean, you can call it the politics of personal resentment, but I think I want to call this baby politics. We're going to call this baby politics from now on. So Bill Maher had on Cheryl Hines. Cheryl Hines is, of course, an actress, but also is married to the whale beheader himself, RFK Jr. She comes on this Club Random podcast, which is just Bill Maher's attempt at being cool and trying way too hard. This was what he was inspired to do by Joe Rogan. He saw Joe Rogan's success. He tried to hop in on it. And so he's got this podcast. But again, it's so, I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen episodes of it, but like, it's how hard can one person try to like appear cool? Anyway, so he has on Cheryl Hines, and he starts doing this spiel, which I literally feel like I want to take a shower after I listen to it. So let's start with this. Here, he's going to, give Trump a little bit of a fluff job because he had him for dinner. Okay, watch this.
I hope to have dinner with him again, and, he definitely doesn't like it when you critique him and thinks you're being unfair, but he is willing to listen.
Yeah.
And if he totally is not, because I, had dinner with him and then didn't become a Trumpist, he will yell at me, but does not want to cut me off. He does not want to cut me off, which is something I cannot say about the left.
Well,
they want to cut you off.
Well,
Bill, you got played like a fiddle, bro. You got played like a fiddle. The whole point of them inviting you to dinner is so that Trump can, with his politician skills, he can butter you up a little bit. And then, now that you met him face to face, now that you shared a meal with him, they know it's going to be harder for Bill Maher to go as hard against Trump as he did in the past. Because he's always going to have that thing in the back of his mind. Well, he was nice interpersonally, right? He was sweet interpersonally. And so it reels in the criticism a solid 25 to 45%, right in that zone there. And that has the net benefit to them of they always get to turn around and say, look, even liberal flamethrower Bill Maher says that Donald Trump is a perfect gentleman. And so they used you, they played you, and here you are doing the exact thing. What you're doing here is the exact reason why they invited you. And this whole he didn't want to cut me off, the left wants to cut me off. What does that even mean? The idea that the left is like this giant monolith. No, there's all different kinds of Democrats, liberals, and leftists, and there's all different people with different temperaments and different beliefs and different bullshit meters and, people who can deal with a different amount of your nonsense. What does that even mean? The left wants to cut me off, and Donald Trump did it. This is why I call this baby politics. Lacking in this analysis is what? Literally anything substantive. When you talk about politics, the core of that is policy. It's the substance. It's what's he doing with the laws that he's passing. And what direction is he taking the country? He's turning this into a fucking fascist hellscape. It's the most obvious thing in the world. Everything he's doing is ushering in fascism at a rapid pace. And here's Dippy McGee here going, well, he didn't cut me off at dinner. The left does. Wow. Talk about, his narcissism is his biggest blind spot. It leads him to sounding like a total fucking doofus. But I'm not done now. Here's Cheryl Hines, and she says some similar shit. Here we go.
Well,
they want to cut you off.
Well, that is true, because the Republicans have been very kind to me from the beginning. Even from the beginning when Bobby was running as a Democrat, they weren't mean.
No.
And they never have been.
No.
And I can't say that for the Democrats.
I agree.
And it's
sad because it's not the Democrats we grew up with.
Right. Yeah.
And that's the difference that people don't, I think, see. They're like, why did you turn on the Democrats? Well, first of all, I didn't. Like I said, we voted for the same person. But I'm not going to pretend I don't notice how different they are.
Yeah.
How mean they've become.
Very mean.
And also, often just bereft of the facts. I mean,
oh, you really want to talk about facts? You really want to talk about facts? You know what's mean to me, Cheryl and Bill? What's mean to me is freezing the SNAP money, the food stamp money, for 42 million Americans, as Trump just did illegally, by the way. There's some indication he may have spent some of that money illegally also. which is why he's been so hesitant when the courts say, you got to release that money. And he's like, I'm not going to do that. Some people are saying it's because he spent the money. That's why he's not doing. So starving 42 million Americans, cutting off 94 million pounds of food that was supposed to go to food banks. This is what Trump did. This is what ProPublica reported on. This is a massive scandal. So you're cutting the food stamps at the same time you're cutting back 94 million pounds of food from food banks. You are literally telling people to starve. That's mean to me. That's mean to me. Not like, oh, somebody at a cocktail party gave me a side eye and they were a Democrat. Who gives a shit? Who cares? What is wrong with you people? You know what else is mean? Kicking 17 million people off Medicaid, which is what they just did in their big bullshit bill. You know what else is mean? Shutting down the government to force healthcare premiums in this country to double, triple, and quadruple, and in some cases more than that. That's kind of mean to me. That's kind of mean to me. So this is, I mean, what I would say to Cheryl is this. Oh, the Republicans were kind to me. Yeah, you're a rich, famous white lady who they're trying to court. No fucking shit. No shit. You think they're going to be nice to a black single mother? Which, by the way, it's funny I say that because they were literally just doing a whole fake news tsunami over that, where they created these Sora AI videos that showed like the classic welfare queen stereotype. Some black woman who's like, I need my motherfucking SNAP money and I got to feed my kids and my man not with me no more. They try to play videos like that. And then a bunch of right-wing outlets fell for it and thought it was real and posted it. Why? Because they're fucking bigots. That's why. They're idiotic bigots. But that, you know, that's not me. That's not me. Mean to Cheryl is like, you said the wrong thing to me at a cocktail party. That's what mean to Cheryl is. All right, but I'm not done yet because I saved the best for last. Here's Bill Maher. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I wanted to jump off a bridge when I heard this. I wanted to jump off a bridge when I heard this. I wanted to take a chainsaw to my nutsack when I heard this. This is how insufferable this man is in this clip. Watch.
Again, one good thing about Trump, he really, really does not like war.
Which I love that about him.
I kind of do, because I don't want war either, and most of them are unnecessary.
Agreed.
I mean, he took a long time when I had that dinner with him talking about the pictures he sees coming from Ukraine, the stuff that doesn't get out on the news. It's like raw footage of bodies.
So first of all, if he's showing you that sort of stuff, he's showing you classified information, which he has a penchant of doing. Like he loves, remember he showed an Australian billionaire some like top secret nuclear technology and that came out, which by the way, that would have been enough to like tank any other presidency and get them impeached. But Trump showing random people, here's our top secret nuclear technology, and it's like nothing, right? Trump doesn't like war? Really? Trump doesn't like war? Baby politics. You want to know why Bill Maher says this? Because Trump, every now and then in speeches, says like, that was a stupid war in the Middle East. We should have never done the Iraq war. That was a beauty. That was a big fat mistake. So he hears I go, oh yeah, Trump doesn't like war. Ready? As I said in response, Trump has bombed ships from Trinidad and Tobago, Colombia, and Venezuela. He's threatening regime change. He's bombed Yemen, Somalia, and Iran. He's threatened Greenland, Panama, and Canada. And this is only in his second term. I actually missed one. I missed Mexico. He threatened Mexico too. I somehow missed one. To say Trump doesn't like war is mental. It is mental. It shows that you are a sucker for bullshit branding, that you don't follow the news, you don't follow the details, you don't follow the specifics, you don't follow what's actually happening. You listen to the con man do his con man spiel, and you go, nah. Hook, line, and sinker, he's got you. Hook, line, and sinker. And like I said, I limited to myself in the second term. The second term. Let's not forget the first term. Let's not forget that he increased drone strikes 432%. That he did 2,243 drone strikes in his first 2 years alone. And then he scrapped the reporting rule, so we don't even know how much he did after that. It was probably way more. Let's not forget, he's on camera talking about stealing Venezuelan oil and stealing Syrian oil. He kept us in Iraq. He kept us in Afghanistan. He murdered Qasem Soleimani. Like, it is a sick joke to pretend like this guy is anti-war. And, you guys know I've had a jihad, no pun intended, against all the fucking idiots on the right who are spreading this propaganda, because they said, I remember fighting with people during the election saying Kamala is definitely going to be more anti-war than Trump. It's crazy to say anything other than that, but a bunch of idiots said the opposite, and they had the, pro-peace ticket meme they would show. Insane stuff. But I never would expect anybody left of center, nominally, to push this bullshit. But here we are. Here we are. So now, the guy who's literally on TV on Fox and Friends in his first race saying we should take out the families of terrorists, kill innocent civilians, the guy who dropped the Moab, the mother of all bombs on Afghanistan, the guy who increased the Pentagon budget every single year, the guy who signed a pro-torture executive order, the guy who pardoned Blackwater war criminals, proven Blackwater war criminals, the guy who's still arming and funding a genocide right now and did a fake peace deal to give cover to Israel as they keep doing it, that guy's somehow anti-war. Sometimes I don't know why I waste my breath, bro. I've been screaming into the void for years now, pointing out how Trump is arguably the biggest warmonger we've ever fucking had in the White. Ever. And we still have fucking people nominally left of center like Bill Maher going, oh, Trump hates war. Pfft. It's incredible. Trump has to be the goated con artist, the goated scammer, for real. Like, he is the Tiger Woods / Michael Jordan of scamming people. Because the fact that Trump can just get people to repeat his garbage, his bullshit, his lies is astonishing to me. It's astonishing to me. But guys, never let me become like Bill Maher. Ever. Oh, he goes and has one dinner with the president and he's so fucking charmed that he drops his panties and starts going softer on him. Like, just unbelievable. Never let that happen. That you got to keep distance between yourself and these people so you can be totally honest about them. That's the only way to do it. Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.